Today, I will give you everything you need to start selling AI audits to businesses. But more importantly, I will give you the key to scaling and growing your price above $10,000. Big consulting firms are charging hundreds of thousands for AI audits, but typical audits stands around the $5,000 for smaller companies. So in this video, I'll be covering what an AI audit is, how to perform an audit, and how to break that $5,000 price point. And make sure you stay until the end because additionally, I will be giving you a complete blueprint for running audits. So what exactly is an AI audit and how can you sell it? An AI audit is a strategic assessment of a business to identify where artificial intelligence can create the highest return on investment. You will do so by mapping the processes of the company, so analyzing processes, data flows, or inefficiencies, and then ranking AI opportunities inside what's called an opportunity matrix. An AI audit is not something you usually sell alone for two reasons. First, an audit alone is not that valuable for small and medium-sized businesses. They usually need more than just an audit. And the second reason is that you can make way more money by providing the services that complete an audit. So the best way to sell an audit is to sell it inside your AI partnership. The AI partnership is the business model I've been perfecting for the past 3 years. I've been building my AI business, trying to understand what works and what doesn't, how can I provide the most value to businesses while also making the most money. And today I found the best AI business, in my opinion, and it's the AI partnership. We won't dive too deep into it and mainly focus on the audits today. So if you want to learn more about the AI partnership model, I will link a video on it. You will find the link in the description. But back to the audit. So the audit is something you usually sell inside your AI partnership. In one sentence, your goal as an AI partner is to help your client thrive in the AI era in the long term. And if you want to help a client implement AI, you can't blindly add AI solutions. You can't build agents and automations randomly because you think you understand their business. You need to run an AI audit because each business, even in the same niche, has different processes and different pain points. So the audit is the most crucial part of your service, and it's what's been overlooked for the past 3 years, in my opinion. So in one sentence, the audit is here to make sure that you bring the biggest return on investment possible for your clients. Because if you want to make money with your AI business, my best advice is to think about your client first, and then money will naturally flow. So before we dive into the AI audit framework, keep in mind that an AI audit is a strategic assessment of a business to identify where artificial intelligence can create the highest return on investment. So the AI audit has 3 main steps. First is the process mapping. This is where we will run interviews inside the client's business to get a clear understanding of their business, so that you can later analyze the map and find potential opportunities for AI implementation. The second step is the opportunity matrix. The opportunity matrix is a matrix where you rank AI solutions by 2 metrics: the effort to implement and the business impact. And finally, you have the roadmap or the implementation plan. This is something very important. I didn't mention it earlier because I didn't want to confuse you, but the audit without a roadmap isn't very valuable for your clients. The AI roadmap is the plan of action. This is where you set milestones, calculate the return on investment, and decide who will manage each project. Usually, you package the audits and the roadmap together and tell your clients that it's a one-time fee for both, even if they technically wouldn't be able to buy an audit alone, as it wouldn't really make much sense for small and medium-sized businesses. So the roadmap is the last step of the AI audit framework, and it's basically where you will present your audit to the client. Let's start by diving deeper into process mapping. The idea of process mapping is to put on a board every process of the company. For the board, you can use Miro, Figma, or Lucidchart. The best way to do it is to divide the company by departments. So you have marketing, sales, customer support, finance, human resources, IT, or admin. Depending on the business size, you may have more departments like research and development, legal and compliance, and maybe more. But for most of the clients you will face, you can stick to the basic departments. The way you will map out processes is by running interviews inside your client's business. There are 2 types of interviews. Interviews with decision makers, so the directors of each department, and the end users. You need to run interviews with both. That's very important. You won't get the same insights from both. Then, after those interviews, your job is to map out processes, how the product is delivered, how they convert leads, how they manage customer support questions. You need to precisely map each step of every one of their operations. Additionally, if your client has SOP documents, so standard operating procedures, that's very good. But most small businesses don't usually build those. And by the way, even if the business has SOPs, I would advise you to still run interviews yourself. Now, once you have the whole business mapped out, the next step is the opportunity matrix. Like we've seen, this is where you will rank AI solutions for your clients. Now we come to a very important point. Some of you right now have no idea what to propose to businesses. You now know that you need to run interviews, but you don't know what AI solution to propose for the company's inefficiencies. Don't worry, that's something I will be covering in the free resource. I will give you practical examples, links to other resources and videos, so that you can comfortably add AI solutions to your opportunity matrix. Once you have that opportunity matrix, it's time to build a roadmap. The roadmap is essentially you presenting opportunity matrix and adding information for your clients. Usually, you need to run a validation call before designing the roadmap, because some AI solutions you find for your clients may not suit them. Let me explain. An AI solution may be extremely efficient for your clients, but sometimes clients don't want a certain AI solution. For example, AI receptionists that take calls. Some businesses won't implement that, even though it could really help them. So make sure you validate the matrix before building the final roadmap. But don't worry, these are all things I'm covering inside the video on the AI partnership. Then, when you design your roadmap, there are different things you need to make sure you do. First is an executive summary. Most business owners won't read a 20 or 50-page document, so you need to create a one-page document where you summarize everything. Then you need to talk in business language. Business owners love numbers, so give them numbers. The resources each solution demands, so time and money, the timeline, the milestone, and even the risk and change management. And finally, the most important one, the return on investment. This document is not only a service you're providing to your clients, it's your proof that you know what you're talking about. It's your opportunity to show your clients that you're not only an AI expert, you're a business strategist who knows where to implement AI. You will basically show your client that you understand them and you speak their language. Now your roadmap is ready and it's time to present it to your clients. This is something I'll be covering more in the resource, as I will be able to share more of my own experience with this. But for now, let's dive into the most interesting part of this video: how to scale AI audits. So we didn't talk too much about prices until now, so allow me to start. AI audits are typically charged between $1,000 and $5,000. There are two things that will affect the price. One is the business size, and two is your credibility. The bigger the business, the more expensive the audit is, and the more credibility you have, the more you can grow your price. Now, in order to break that 5K roof, you need to look at those two things: business size and credibility. Either you go for higher ticket clients or you increase your credibility and charge more. Now, let me be honest, one doesn't really go without the other, because even if you're the most well-known AI auditor in the world, the best one in your domain, a 5-person business will not pay 50K for your AI audit simply because they don't have the money. So, trying to increase your credibility alone doesn't really make any sense. But on the other hand, simply looking at higher ticket clients alone doesn't make much sense either. You can't go as a beginner to a 500-employee business and expect them to pay you 20K for an AI audit. So, one doesn't go without the other. If you want to scale, you need to increase your credibility, either by getting more and more testimonials or by building a brand, and you need to target those higher ticket clients. But before I give you the final word and your free blueprint, let me tell you something. Sometimes going for higher and higher ticket clients isn't necessarily the best thing. Maybe it's easier for you to charge 5K for audit and simply get more clients. I'm not saying one is better than the other, I'm just saying that you shouldn't necessarily only aim for higher ticket clients. So you now have everything you need to start doing AI audits, but before I give you the blueprints with all my personal insights from experience, let me tell you what you need to take away from this video. You need to keep in mind that audits are there to help businesses. An AI audit is here so that your client doesn't spend 5K on a useless agent. So my best advice is always think about the client first. Think about how you can help them the most, bring them the most results possible, and then you will naturally make more money yourself. So it's time for me to give you all promised blueprints. I've built a complete resource where I share additional knowledge on running audits. In it, I share more personal insights and additional tips. It's one of the last missing pieces of the puzzle. But the truly last piece of the puzzle is learning about AI partnership. Like I said, an audit is a service you provide as an AI partner, so you need to understand the business model first. So here are the last two pieces of the puzzle. The first one is the blueprint. You will find it inside my free community, The Shift, and the link is in the description. And the last missing piece is the video I made on the AI partnership model. Like I said earlier, you will find the link in the description. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to the people who stayed until the end. I really hope you will be able to run your audits. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or WhatsApp. But in the meantime, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.